Previously on Dragon Ball Hakai, the battle between Goku and Odisu reaches an extraordinary level of destruction, putting the entire existence of Universe 6 in danger. The fight was nearing the end when Goku's Beast of Destruction was about to land a definitive blow on Odisu, but it was surprised when the attack went through his body. Will Goku die? Does the Beast of Destruction have any other plans to win? Find out now.
Hakai.
Guys, before you find out what happens in this chapter, I want to remind everyone that if you want to directly support the production of Dragon Ball Hakai, you can do so for a very small amount through our Patreon, and also receive exclusive benefits here in the channel. Your help is very important for us to produce faster and better chapters. To learn more, click on the link in the video description. Chapter 25, The Bitter Defeat. With an expression that suggests anger or frustration, Goku holds still the hand with which he would land the final blow on Odisu, and then lets his blood seep through his teeth. He looks down wondering how that happened, how that big rocky stake hit his body. Odisu asks if he thought it was for nothing that he came among these rocks while they were exchanging blows. And as he straightens his shoulder, he answers the question himself by saying of course not. Waving his arm to check that it's okay, he says that Goku was so confident about starting to win that he forgot to observe things around him. He says that while they were fighting, he began to use his magic to discreetly manipulate one of the many stone blocks that were around, creating a stone stake. And so he waited for the right moment, thinking he would land a final attack that Odisu couldn't defend against because of his injured arms. Goku let his guard down, and that was the right moment for him. Odisu says it's time to end this, and then with his hand coated in flames, he uses his incinerating fist, piercing through Goku's body while turning the stake that was there into dust. As Goku receives this attack that surely put an end to the fight, all the other gods of destruction and Champa feel that moment with great concern. One of them had just fallen. After this extremely damaging attack, Goku reverts to his base form, his white hair giving way to his usual black. Odisu admits that for a moment, Goku put him through a tough time, and if he had paid more attention to his surroundings, he could have won. But unfortunately, his intense desire to see his enemy's destruction blinded him, and that was his defeat. It's ironic, right? In the end, the energy of destruction's thirst for destruction led him to his own destruction. Odisu removes his hand, leaving a hole in Goku's body, who lies paralyzed in the vacuum of space and begins to float. Goku finally regains consciousness as his previously blackened eyes have returned to normal. Odisu comments this with a smile, perhaps missing the regular Goku. Very frustrated, the protagonist asks why. He fought like a god, he fought like a mortal, and he fought both ways. Why couldn't he still defeat his enemy? Odisu responds that he's already told him that before. Goku denies his power of destruction because he fears it, and that's why he lives in constant conflict with his own power. His relationship with his power is one of rivalry, not unity. Odisu comments that while he was in control, he just stole the power of his energy of destruction to use as he pleased. They fought apart the whole time, one trying to dominate the other in constant conflict. He ends his speech by asking how a god who is in constant internal conflict could win an external conflict. Odisu adjusts his other arm, and as he moves his hand around to test the recovery, he admits he's being a little hypocritical, as he isn't quite in harmony with his counterpart either. The difference between them is that Goku is in conflict with who is housed inside him, while Odisu is in conflict with the person he is housed in. Goku asks what he's talking about. Odisu explains that since he took over the body of this man named Anzen, he still hasn't been able to fully adapt his power to him. And because he still hasn't adapted to that body, the level of power he can use is still limited. Odisu says that when he managed to release one of Anzen's transformations, he was also able to release more of his original power. But even so, he still has a long way to go to reach his ideal level. He says there's actually still a reasonably long way to go for him to fully adapt to his body. Goku begins to understand where he's going and begins to worry. Odisu confirms his concerns. All the power Goku saw him use in the battle is only a fraction of his original full power. Goku is in denial, unable to believe it. Odisu seems satisfied, revealing that he has already accomplished all of his goals in the universe. In Chameleon, he managed to recover Hero, and during their fight, he was able to measure the maximum potential of the gods of that realm. Goku asks what he means by measuring the power of the gods, and as he starts accumulating electrical energy in his hand, Odisu explains that among all the gods of destruction, Goku is the youngest and has the most potential, therefore he was an unknown. Even if Goku is not the strongest among the gods, measuring his power was important for the mages to know what they will face in the near future. But Odisu says that after discovering Goku's mental and moral limitations today, he concluded that he was never a real danger to them. Odisu says that with the wound he has now, Goku would die in no time, even being a deity, but it doesn't hurt to be prudent and finish him off at once. He states that because Goku's power is so low, with this attack his body will be completely disintegrated. Odisu launches his attack. Goku is in trouble because he's so low on energy that he can't even teleport. That's the end. Odisu's lightning spear barrels towards him, and as the attack closes in on him, Goku closes his eyes waiting for his end. But as the spear cuts through the vacuum of space at breakneck speed, something else approaches at even greater speed, overtaking Odisu's lightning and deflecting Goku out of its path. Odisu is in shock when he sees who is there. It's Vados and Lei who just saved Goku's life. Looking at Lei, Odisu understands what happened. The Kaioshin brought the angel with her teleportation. Seeing Goku agonize in pain, Lei worriedly asked him to hold on. Odisu asked Vados what she intends to do, as even she couldn't handle him without using a considerable amount of her own power. And they know what happens to angels who use their real powers in a fight. But Vados is cynical in her response and tells Odisu that Goku seems to have given him a bit of trouble. So maybe she didn't even need to use that much power to finish him off. The answer annoys Odisu a bit, but Vados says she's just kidding. She doesn't intend to take any chances. Just one word from Lei and they could go anywhere in the universe. And with her inside that shield, Odisu couldn't stop her from doing that. In short, the mage's party is over. Unexpectedly, Odisu smiles and admits that she's very shrewd, as expected of an angel. He agrees and says he'll accept that he won't be able to take Goku's life today, but that doesn't matter. He won't be able to change the course of their plans. In fact, it will even be advantageous for him to have Goku alive. Lei is angry and asks why he would want Goku alive. At that moment, Odisu makes his announcement, ordering that his words be spread to all gods and mortals. In 6 months, a great attack will come. A multiversal attack that will have as its objective the extermination of all 12 universes of Zeno's realm. Everyone must be prepared for the massacre to come. Lei asks why he's warning him about this. What's his plan? The mage says she'll find out soon enough, and then he says there's nothing else to do here, and bids everyone farewell. But before going, the mage has his attention called by a scream from Goku, who continues to agonize. With determination, Goku promises Odisu that he will defeat him. He smiles and says they'll see. In the form of lightning, Odisu leaves there, cutting the immensity of space. Goku is completely defeated by the leader of the Celestial Mages, who makes an open declaration of war on all universes in Zeno's realm. What will happen now? How will the 12 universes respond to this threat? How will Goku handle this defeat? Find out in the next chapters of Dragon Ball Hakai. That was chapter 25 of Dragon Ball Hakai complete for you. Remembering that if you want to read all the chapters of the story, everything is available on our website, dbhakai.com. If you like it, when we bring Dragon Ball Hakai here on the channel, leave your like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your friends so that more and more people know about this story. And of course, if you want to become a manga supporter, click on the link in the video description. Until the next time, goodbye.